They're not hearing you. Unplug. Just unplug it right now. God, fuck.
Every single time. You know what? I should probably unmute Bio by now, too.
I don't even know if it is the headset that's the issue, though.
It isn't. It can't be at this point. It really can't be. But anyway. Hold on. Why can't I find the unmute? Oh my god, there it is. There you go. Okay, Bio can talk now, too, because reasons. So anyway, again...
Stupid commercial. Sorry. I'm good now.
I really don't know why I bother trying to do an intro. I mean, well, let's just jump straight into the deep end and say, okay, welcome, Baron von Gosu, to RCM On Tap. How are things with you today? Yeah, I know the question's the old one, Killer. For God's sake, I was really okay. Here's how the night has gone. Okay, I got home from work a little bit early. The sun was shining. The birds were singing. It's an absolutely gorgeous day here in Northeast Ohio. So
can I make some background music for this?
You should.
Okay,
it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Anyway. So yeah, so I get home a little bit early, I text Bio, I'm like, hey, when do you want to get together to deal with this music thing? Because I'm like a kindergartner and have never done this before. You need to hold my hand and talk me through from the very beginning. Pretend I know nothing about computers or the internet. What's this magical chord thing? And he said, oh, that's fine, we can do that during sound check. Go take your errands or whatever it is that you need to do. So I'm like, yay! So I went out in the sun, and the birds were fluttering around, and a mourning dove actually came and sat next to me on the porch while I waited for the pizza person, and it was glorious. And I came down, and it was so amazingly, wonderfully good mood. And then
Poor Baron.
Skype happened.
Whoa! Oh, dear God,
Wow.
There we go.
Skype
Wow,
happened.
it's getting real.
There's some anger there.
And again. And while I'm trying to deal with Skype, meanwhile, I don't even know how I got into it. It was a really interesting discussion about... Well, it started off with how I was explaining about how Killer and I have decided that we're going to run for president in the 2020 elections, and we announced our candidacy now because Hillary jumped the gun and announced her candidacy for the 2016 elections earlier this week, and everyone's like, why are you doing it so early? So I'm like, well, you know what? She's not going to beat us to the punch for 2020. And I did the math, and Killer will be of age, so you know what? He's going to be my running mate, and it's going to be amazing. So then that morphed into... Well, we're running late on pre-show because we're talking about the differences between American constitutional, like how you can be president, and then how the British system works. Again, super interesting, but Skype still is sucking, and then I was being muted by the patriarchy, and then, you know, reasons, and now you're in the middle. I don't even know if the sound is right. So yeah,
I need my Hail Patriarchy T-shirt.
We have to counter this, everyone. We must counter it with feminist jazz hands.
And I'll give you the patriarchy fist. Come on, Killer, you're with me.
If
we're doing this, we're doing this tag team style.
No, see, we don't do the fist, we do the finger.
But the fingers have already been done. See, one for each is.
Oh, there we go.
Baroness, you're on top right over here, so here's one for you. And then Biomed, you're on top, but you're more over here. So here's one.
Actually,
you gotta go by what I do. So for where you're sitting in OBS, I am to your right. There I am. Okay. Bio is directly underneath you. It looks like you're poking him in the head. That's amazing. And Killer is down and to the right. I don't know.
Killer hasn't pissed me off yet, so I just wave at him.
Okay,
I was gonna say, it looked like you just just gave him some sort of priestly thing.
I'll wait
there.
back at you.
Now, did you see Sam Miesa's comment in the chat?
No,
It's like,
I-
we're just
I
weather in
can't-
Ohio, famous last words.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? When I said it stopped snowing and everyone's like, no, there's always one more snow in April. You know what?
It's coming.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that
It's coming.
Are you saying
They'll
winter
be
is
like,
coming?
there's a nor'easter coming
No,
from
I'm
Canada.
saying spring,
Snow is coming.
Spring is here, my friends. Spring is
Oh.
here.
You
The
know
morning
nothing,
dove
Jon
sat
Snow.
next to me on the porch,
Wow.
waiting for the pizza guy with me. It cooed at me. It was a very
It
heartfelt
pooed at you?
coo.
Sometimes they do that.
Coo. Well, sometimes they do that. Phrasing. But anyway,
From time to
Yes.
time.
we had a moment. It was amazing. I was one with nature. Don't choke.
Phrasing?
All right.
Baron's little. Baron, how you been drinking lately?
No, I actually just walked in the door and I am stone stinking sober.
Why didn't you go
I think you
grab
just
your
need to
beer
start
on-
drinking, sir.
I literally walked out of the bathroom like, we're on the air!
Sir-
Oh my god, Skype's a bitch! Somebody come
He-
save me from Skype!
He's intoxicated by
My
Awesomeness.
stupidity at GameStop.
Stupidity, try awesomeness.
There we go.
Where were
No,
you
I
again,
figured
Bio?
you'd put up with so many stupid people that you just we're done. You're done for the night.
Alright, hold on, I'm gonna drop something on your head. Ready? Ready? Hold still.
Your flinch was a little off.
You're
there,
not getting
you
your
know?
clip back.
It's amazing.
And that's the way we all became the Skype bunch.
It would be actually kind of amazing if Bio had a similar clip on his desk. And was
Oh,
able to just
if I
pull it
had
up
like
right
a line,
then.
just
That would
something
be
lime
great.
green that was around that size, and just have it.
Bio, we have to practice this off the air.
Yeah, well, so I am down with that idea. I will go buy the clip that you got.
He
Here,
will go
I'll even
on
show you up
eBay.
close. It's a little alligator clip.
Oh, that's kind of cool, actually.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So, welcome to our show, Baron. And thank you for being on.
Sometimes we do talk.
Yeah, I know, right? Sometimes we have topics and things, and, sometimes I actually put the
Yeah.
right questions up, before showtime, and sometimes we just say, you know what, it's a great day. We're just gonna wing it, because that's just how we're gonna roll tonight.
Yeah, but that's
So-
kind of the barren way of doing things anyway, is just wing it.
Well, yeah, but it's not the Baroness way of doing things, and,
I know, we keep working on you.
whatever.
Wow.
I roll with it. So anyway, Baron,
That's what I'm trying to get you to do.
Baron, tell us a little bit more about yourself. So we know that you are the main show host for Ghost in the Podcast on Sunday nights here at RivalCast Media.
Guilty as charged.
We know that you're also a very entertaining gamer who does the Baron's Bus Let's Plays on Thursday nights at 10 p.m. here on our Twitch station at RivalCast.
son of a
You-
Hey,
I
shut
swear
up.
to
There's
God,
the real
if
star.
Okay.
Is that
It is
water meat
actually
there?
in our contract
wasn't in-
for
hold
RCM
on,
Tap. No. Hold on. He might have forgotten this, but it is actually in the contract that if you speak as Meatwad, you immediately get muted.
Man,
Oh, wow.
And
Oh,
it goes
and he's
muted.
gone.
Yeah. Well, this is
I-
going
I
to be
was just
rather
gonna
unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen, having to mute our guest, who we were going to interview about.
Wow.
Yeah, he can't even talk right now. How's that feel, patriarchy, huh?
It's so sad that they won't be able to hear that one.
No, he's actually writing it out. I can tell the movement.
Oh
This is
yeah.
gonna be epic.
Oh yeah. It's getting real. It's about to get real up in this
Oh,
chat.
you're not gonna we're not gonna show it.
No,
All
he
right.
put it on the chat.
I'd mute you back, but your computer's got me covered.
Oh my god.
Uh,
All right.
it's not so funny meow, is it?
meow, is it? So now Calvin or Hobbs, one of them is taking over the keyboard.
Calvin, come here.
I was
Come here.
expecting one of them to be behind me right now.
Come here.
Oh, you can kind of see.
Calvin, come
Okay,
here.
hold on.
Come here.
You can kind of see the
Calvin.
wonderful board that I put together
Come
for
here.
Killer.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, come here.
I thought you
come
ripped it up.
Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on.
Like I care. Like I care.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
Calvin is currently complying as well as a cat can be expected to. Just like,
Son of a
no.
bitch.
No, I love you all.
In the chat said I
I petition to change
Meatwad's
Meatwad's name to Mutewad.
Yeah. I see that Killer and I are
That's
going to be
amazing.
playing the role of marriage counselor in a little bit.
Probably.
No.
Actually. Yeah.
You can do that. I'm just going to sit back and watch this. This is going to be entertaining.
Well, at least get some popcorn, okay?
Am I still muted?
I don't know. Are you?
I unmuted you a while ago because it's a little difficult to, have back and forth conversation when, you're silenced. Just saying.
And you're muted.
Again? No, I'm
No.
not.
Now you're back.
No, I've been back. You're not.
No,
paying
you
attention.
kind of go in and out.
Ugh.
It's on the Skype side.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Or
Never mind then.
TeamSpeak, yeah.
All right, so what do you want to know?
I don't even know at this point. Let's just. I was gonna
Let's
ask.
move on.
We're going to do this totally like inside the Actors Theater, so tell us the first film that you made, Freddy vs. Jaws.
That actually was not the first film we ever made.
And it was
Oh,
Jason
really?
versus Jaws.
That was not the first
Oh,
film
it's
we
Jason
ever
versus-
made.
That's right.
No, we actually made some before that too. We've made a lot of films. Let's
Wait, do
see.
you
We
wanna
did
elaborate on that? There we go.
Yes,
I was about to
let's
when you
start.
started talking, woman.
On a cold day, Baron was born.
All right.
It was a cold day.
Actually, the videos that we started doing started with Emperor. Actually, we were
Oh,
helping
really?
him. He did one for. He actually did a couple videos for a history class where we did like a Napoleon video, and then we did the Unsnatchables, which is where we're doing like the Prohibition era, and of course we're making fun of the Untouchables. We're making movies out of it. The ones that we started doing first, we did one that was called Twisted Men at Work, which was just like a skit comedy show that we did, which was abysmally awful. We did like. I thought it was pretty damn funny. So that's where we got the idea for Jason versus Jaws. Then we did backyard wrestling videos. Yes, we did backyard wrestling videos.
Lyser in the chat said they've made a lot of videos.
Yes, we made some of those videos too. And if you're lucky, those might be the ones you see. Me shaking my ass like this. Sorry, whoever's
What?
beneath me. I'm
Just-
shaking my
Wow.
ass though.
Just so that chat knows, he's talking about videos prior to my being with Baron. So it's literally him and Emperor in said videos, shaking whatever.
Some of those
Baroness
videos.
just
Yes.
like, just info.
Beware.
I'm not in any of these.
Yep.
Some of those videos.
I think she's
yes.
kind of jealous. I think she wants a video of her own.
She may be just a little.
She's
jealous.
got enough of her own videos.
Ooh.
Oh.
Found chicken. Nope.
I
God, what were
think,
some of the...
is Baron still muted, perchance?
No, he's not. He
This
hasn't.
chat
been for
just
a while.
asked if you muted Baron on purpose. So
Well, a little while ago they did.
Yeah.
yeah,
We did.
it says is Baroness randomly muting Baron, or is the house cursed? Which we know the house has.
The house has some weird stuff. It's not the house that's cursed. It's the Von Gosu family that's cursed.
Yes, and she married into it.
And this is why I tried to explain. Well, I had my own, special brand of cursing prior to, so this is just like double duty now. Which is why I tried to explain prior to taking on my role that, I shouldn't be in charge of buttons. Things are gonna go bad. We just roll
Well,
it now.
Real quick though, to go back to the answer, the first actual video that we did was "Don't Ask, Don't Tell: The Life of Alexander the Great."
Oh God Almighty! Yeah.
And it was for a school project, and yes, we made him very flamboyant. And then found out later that two of the guys in the video that actually worked with us were actually gay and hadn't come out yet. So when I found that out, felt really awful.
You should feel off though.
Wow.
I found out later they thought it was hilarious. So
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it better.
hopefully they're just being nice. But okay, I was a sophomore in high school. All right, I was immature and stupid. Leave me alone.
Happens.
Wait, what has
Let's imagine
changed
it
now?
like I did a video in blackface, but it's okay. They're two guys I know thought it was funny. Just like, wait, what?
Actually, funny you mentioned that. All right, are you guys
Jason
all
vs.
familiar?
Jaws entirely done in blackface.
Are you guys
This is why
all
we've not
familiar
distributed.
with Arrested Development?
A little.
Yeah.
Do you guys
Little
remember
bit.
Franklin?
Oh, the racist puppet.
Oh
Yes,
God.
the black puppet. My friend, we went to an Arrested Development themed party, and he went
Oh,
in
dear.
blackface as Franklin. He told me to dress up as Job because it was Joe's pups in the show,
remember
but he
that.
didn't tell me why. And then he shows up in blackface and goes to this party as freaking Franklin. It was awful. Hilarious, but awful.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, he likes to push the envelope.
Just a tad.
I'm surprised he's still alive, to be honest with you.
A little bit.
So,
It's how society moves forward. Someone's got to push that envelope.
always, always, always.
So anyway,
What?
So what else did you want to know?
Oh, my questions were actually just going to be centered around like your early videos, and remind me too, because I should know the answer to this, but I don't. When did you first get into podcasting?
Oh, I originally started doing it, I don't know, 2002? 2001, because that's when I got into it because my brother, the Emperor, who was the show host of Emperor's Court when it was still around, he got into it and was doing shows, and he was also doing shoutcasts for, it's like play-by-play shit for like World of Warcraft, StarCraft, all that fun stuff. And every so often, I kind of just stumbled into his room one day, just wondering what the hell he was up to, because I could hear him talking through the wall, because my room was the next one over. And he was online, he had this little headset, and he's talking, and he's got the windows closed, the fan isn't even going, it's like 95 fucking degrees in his room, smells like the worst BO you could freaking imagine. And dumbass me pulls up in chair and says, "What are you doing?" And of course, that didn't realize at that point to get the hell out of there. Well, I can't open the windows and turn on the fan because it makes all sorts of noise, because he apparently talks like a hick and everything. Yeah, so apparently we just can't go ahead and, we can't do this because it creates too much reverberation on the fucking microphone. So then he tells me, okay, you need to start coming back because people really enjoyed your impressions. Gotta do like the orc impressions. I would do the orc voice, and we'd have some fun, because it was always, it was Warcraft. So, of course, you have the orcs, and I would, do all the fun stuff. So then he started doing actual podcast shows, and he would keep bringing me back to be like a color commentator. And then he started telling me, because, we, as podcasters, to an extent, we play roles, we kind of exaggerate certain facets about ourselves to be entertaining, create characters, all that fun stuff. So, yes, folks, the fact that we're all hail patriarchy, probably means we're not actually really sexist in real life, just a little bit.
Oh,
but anyway, so he told me at one point he wanted me to play like the bad guy color commentator, to be like the real prick and like amp up the being, a jackass. So that's when I started doing, I actually was a pretty big jackass, but I think when I started, 2001, I was 18. I think I had just turned 18 when I started doing it. So that's where I got started. And then into my own show, again, was actually Emperor's idea when they wanted to go off. You guys want to go off and create, RCM. The idea was thrown out there, Baron, you should do your own show. And I'm like, I don't really know. He's like, no, you really should, because people like you and they want to hear things. I'm like, people like my funny voices. They don't necessarily want to hear what Baron the guy actually has to say. And so over the course of like 6 months, we finally hammered out an idea of doing the horror-themed show. And it went through a bunch of reiterations. And then Highlander jumped on to help co-host it from the very beginning. And then we had Lulu, who came on to help out for a little bit. And now Baroness is the co-host. So... And we've been doing that for just over 2 years now, doing our own thing.
Yep.
So.
And
it was kind of funny because from the very start, when you were first popping in on those initial meetings when RivalCast Media was becoming a thing and we were building the website and all that, and we hadn't announced yet. I remember because you'd popped in, it was just like, this guy, kind of like what you said, he doesn't really seem all that enthused about it. Like he kind of wants to do something, but not really. And now seeing you every Sunday, where you're just like, hype train is, reach the station kind of thing, just full blown. It's like, okay, he's comfortable with this now.
Well, it's funny because I really didn't want to do it. I honestly had no interest to do it at first, because I even stopped doing the shows for a while with him. And it wasn't, and there's a lot of theories that people have talked about over the years that I've heard about, why Baron stopped doing it. And the truth is just, at first I honestly thought it was stupid. I'm like, why are you doing fucking play-by-play for, a damn, shoutcast or for Warcraft 3, having no idea how big this was? I mean, you guys even know I came out strongly against Let's Plays. Now I do them weekly and love doing them. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until you actually sat down and started doing it and realizing how much fun it could be. Because I still have the same ritual. About an hour or two before we go on the air, I start thinking, you know what, I don't really want to do this. I'm not up for this. And I start thinking of excuses. And I think a lot of that's just like the nerves of getting on camera and broadcasting.
Sure. A lot of
because
actors are that way, or comedians.
Well, right, and you guys know it's like, this stuff you put out there on video. It's now out there in the world, and everybody knows it. Everybody can see it. So it's one of those. Okay, am I comfortable playing this character? Are people going to understand? You know what? I'm just doing a show. Are they really going to think this is the real me? Am I really actually being the real me? And it's just, what if somebody that I know sees this? What are they going to think? And in fact, to give you to actually give you an insight, somebody that Baroness knows, and I'm not going to reveal who this is, was watching the episode of Ghost in the Podcast where at the end we were talking about the cake question.
Oh, God.
Would you sodomize a cake or be sodomized by a cake?
Yeah.
And I threw that out there, just as a complete joke, one-off. And I wasn't drunk, that's the excuse we told people. And it was just like a stupid question just to go ahead and make people laugh. And I found out like later on that I really horrified this individual. And I felt really bad for it. It's like, I was just screwing around. Like I wasn't trying to horrify anybody.
She said I handled it well, but she was like, why did you... I expect that from a troll, but your husband? I'm like, yeah.
It was after hours. After hours, it's anything goes. The cake, it was a legitimate question. And
You've
the sad
had a
thing is,
few
I'm not even the one who came up with it, so...
You've had a few where a troll have come in and put it in the chat during after hours. Well, go ahead, Baroness.
No, I was going to say, because I tried to get this to happen the other night when the trolls were popping in during the Let's Play. And
I know who you're talking about, yeah.
I meant to have... Well, no, because we had this conversation last week in chat during Farfield about my theory about trolls. And so I had this question to kind of go along with that. I wanted like an impromptu experiment where when trolls popped in, I wanted to ask them if they have their belly button pierced, and if so, whether it's like the stud belly button or like the little loopy ring belly button ring.
Well, what if it's just like a gem? Like there's no loop at all. The gem is just implanted.
That would be the stud. That would be the stud. And you're giving too much away now. Shh. We don't want to.
I only see one stud here.
I can verify
Toot your own
that
horn
you
or
do not
anything.
have
Wow.
your belly button pierced. But yeah, so any trolls that decide to
I do
pop
with
in,
lint.
please let us know. Is your belly button pierced? And if so, do you wear the stud or the loop? And you know what? If it is a stud and it's one of those little rhinestone ones that sparkle, you get a bonus point for Ghost in the Podcast without even having to show up. I'm just
And Baron's just like, great, we're gonna have to send it to some troll like lives out in the middle of nowhere.
So chat, make sure any trolls that come in, make sure that you ask them if their belly button is pierced. This is very important. We need to log the results, and at the end of the weekend, because we've got RivalCast coming on after us, and I'm going to remind them as well, and they're going to ignore the request until after, like, they're halfway through the show, but that's okay, because we're going to make this happen. And we'll do this again on Ghost in the Podcast on Sunday,
Right.
and then we're going to tally our results, and because I have this theory that I can't explain just yet. Next Friday, all will be
A
revealed.
theory if you can't explain it yet.
I mean, I could, but it would just ruin the experiment. You know, you know where I'm going with this, but yes.
Yeah, sure.
Moving on.
I just saw in chat that Sammy Asa put up the 2002 The Drunken Baron cast. Oh my god. Is that still out there?
Yes.
Oh man.
I don't know if it's on the site anymore.
I think Sayomara found it, but I don't know if it was posted up or not.
Well then Sayo can blackmail you with it.
Okay, so this needs some context. I don't think everybody knows the 2002 Drunk Cast. Okay. So, oh my god. I can't believe I still remember this night. So, a bunch of my friends and I went out and we went to the bars and we were partying and we came home and it turns out that Emperor was still broadcasting. He was broadcasting. I can't remember what the hell the show was. I don't know if it was the sports show or what. And I go stumbling into his room, drunk off my ass, pick up the headset, and proceed to sit down with him for like the next hour,
God.
just doing the most ridiculous, off-the-wall, drunk shit that I can barely remember it. While all my friends are downstairs. I think it was the night that the gravy boat got broken, which pissed my mom off something through. I forget what excuse we told her. And now I realize my dad's probably watching this because I know he's been trying to watch these shows. So, Dad, don't tell Mom. Because even though it's been like 13 years, I still don't want to. I'm going to get an angry phone call. Baron, what the hell are you doing? Sorry, Mom. You can't believe that was a priceless heirloom. That thing was worth a lot of money. I spent on your grandmother gave that to me, for God's sake. I can see it right now. And her voice really isn't that high. I'm going to get yelled at for that too. But if I'm going to get yelled at, I'm going for broke.
This surpasses all familial ties. This becomes like ultimate bro code. So everyone just knows. Nope. What gravy boat? What are you talking about?
Exactly.
It's like the great internet conspiracies, you know. What gravy boat?
Yes.
I love it.
Well, and this became like the cult classic of episodes because every time I would come on the air, when after this, somebody would always bring it up. That and Rape Complete, which
What?
that was another one.
Yeah, you never heard
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one?
No.
Okay, somebody else explain this one. I want to hear what you guys remember of this.
I remember the story was wasn't it in the context of just like harassment within WoW, where somebody had actually gone after some other player or something like that, and then
Yeah,
just
we
kind
were
of
making fun of them.
Yeah, just making fun of because seriously, okay, so internet. If you're gonna do something to someone else, one, don't talk about it in game. Like, I don't want to give you advice, but don't go like bragging on in game. Like, I'm gonna come get you. I'm gonna get you.
God.
I mean, seriously.
I'm gonna swallow your soul.
Yeah, like, like there's no way someone could just right click and say report, and then a moderator has to go like sift through thousands of records and find that one and go, no, that one's pretty legit. I'm gonna go after that one. But anyway, after that had happened, it was obviously a terrible crime. He starts doing this orc voice, and he's just like, I can't even.
Okay, when you got to understand something
Complete.
about Warcraft is when you'd have your little orc peons and they'd be building things. At the end of it, they'd be like, "Work complete," and that would just let you know that your
Right,
buildings are
right.
done. So when we were talking about this happening in the game, it was rape complete. And it just sent everybody just off the wall. So for years, it would always somebody would bring up the drunk cast, rape complete, and then peacecraft. Do you guys remember peacecraft?
No, I don't.
Mm-mm.
We were talking about what if
Hey,
we made
Simon
a,
Brooks, what's up?
it was something about like if we made a game like if we're involved like pacifists, and then I did we were talking about peacecraft, and then Emperor had the best line. He goes, "Yeah, I was playing as Martin Luther King, but every time I got to level 6, he'd end up dying for some reason." And it's like, oh my god!
Jeez, I don't remember this.
And I remember sitting there covering my face and just turning to him like, "What the fuck did you just say?" And he is rolling so hard. I mean, everybody is. Don't get me wrong, and I was laughing too while I was saying it. But I'm like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that moment just happened." It's so yeah.
Wow.
That stuff
Terrible.
doesn't happen as much in Ghost in the Podcast.
Wow.
Even though we do try it during after hours,
Yeah, but even then we have limits. I mean,
do we?
yes.
Are you sure?
Look, I got to say, and Ghost in the Podcast is probably like one of the least controversial shows on the whole fucking network. Usually.
Usually.
Until we get to the cake
Usually.
question.
Or Ben Affleck.
Fuck you, killer. Really? Really? You want to do this on your show now?
Yeah, we're going to do it here, right now, live,
Not
pay-per-view.
Killer Appreciation Day anymore. It was going to be.
Wow.
It was going to be. I had a cake. Oh God, I had a cake for you.
Folks, if you want to know what the deal is with
God.
Ben Affleck and my hate, go listen to Ghost in the Podcast.
Yeah, you'll just have to catch it there.
Well, I
the,
was-
the hate is real and it is strong.
Yeah, I don't want to carry my rage over to this show and sabotage this one too, because that might be a 10-minute rant.
It would be.
All right.
Fucker. Anyway.
I know.
Anyway,
Love you, Baron.
thinking about more happy topics like being one with nature and having a mourning dove, sit next to you and coo at you while you waited for the pizza guy.
Okay, we get it. The bird poos. Let's go on.
I was so excited. Why can't you just be happy for me for once? My God.
I am happy for you.
Let's move on to our main topic. So, it's springtime. It's warm. The sun is shining. What do you like to do outside?
Wow, get your wow.
What's this outside you speak of?
I know Bio has no concept of it. Actually, a lot of our listeners, from what I understand, don't have a concept of it because that's why every once in a while,
Shots fired.
they put me on TeamSpeak mobile when I'm doing my walks around the neighborhood, and then they feed me questions that I'm supposed to find people on the street and ask.
Oh, God, I remember that. That
Dude,
was
yes,
hilarious.
awesome.
Yes.
That was awesome.
And what was funny is, okay, so the first day this happened, first I ran into the police who, waved to me from afar. They were doing something, so I couldn't interrupt them. But I was going around trying desperately to find people to ask these questions to, and every time I would get nearby, because I'm talking in my headset, I'm walking along, they don't see this headset, they just see some crazy person walking around flailing her arms and talking loudly to herself. They would cross the street and try to, get around away from me. Except for one guy. One guy was alright. And he heard me coming too, and they're feeding me these questions. So I was like, I am not going to ask this guy these questions. And he stops when he was shoveling his driveway. I remember this very clearly. stops what he's doing, sticks his shovel aside, and he goes, "Whatever they are asking you, they are correct." And I said, "No, they are absolutely not correct." Killer's in my ear going, "Yes, we are correct. Yes, we are. You heard it." I'm like, "You suck. I hate you all."
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Woo! That was beautiful. He's like, "Ask me your questions." I'm like, "No, I am not asking you anything. I am just continuing on." So
We do that
Wow.
again.
we do. Because I was thinking about that earlier when I was on my walk too, because I was like, "Oh, this is just everybody's out today." And it was kind of weird because there were several small children at various points during my walk that came running up to me because they wanted to be my friend. I'm like, "Where did you come from?" There's this toddler's just like all of a sudden like right there. I'm like, "Fuck. Somebody's gonna think I'm a child snatcher." I'm like, "I don't even like kids."
God.
So, but it worked out. I made it home safely and without any felony convictions. So,
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yet-
always a plus.
yet being the key
Always
phrase
a
there.
plus.
Yes.
Hence why we have to do this again.
So, assuming
We're
you
up
go,
to misdemeanor.
first of all, hands up. How many of us go outside
Hands up, don't shoot.
fairly regularly?
Wow.
For work.
Going
I
outside.
go outside.
Okay, we're going outside. Okay, so
It's the best MMO there is, guys. The
I'm just-
PvP is excellent and it's harder than
I'm
Bloodborne.
just saying there are people who work
I
from
take
home.
exception. Hold on,
Who
I gotta
take
take
ex-
exception to the Bloodborne. No, it is not harder.
You can't respawn.
Yeah.
Truth.
Well,
Truth. One time.
I don't take the blood of my fallen foes and become stronger because of it.
Well,
I
obviously you're
think
doing
you
something
would.
wrong then.
Yeah. Where's Varyar? Because I'm pretty sure that he has done that and would tell you that you're absolutely incorrect.
Oh, true. I haven't killed anyone yet, so
All right. So do I
Who's
have
gonna
to
go first?
do I seriously do I have to do the teacher thing and just be like, "Who's going? You there? You're the one not."
That's what
looking
you've
at
done
the
every
camera."
other episode.
Yeah, I
We'll
know.
start with this
Ooh.
person.
oh, I know, backstabbed.
He's right. There.
Ludicrous kill.
I mean, yeah,
That's right,
it's just the tone we've kind of set, so we know who to start with.
We
So
might-
in
we
that
might
case,
just
Bio,
wanna-
go ahead.
Okay, so what's the question again?
I vote bio.
What do you
It's
do
actually
outside
on the screen, guys.
What do you
Come
do
on.
outside? Well,
during
yard
the
work,
springtime?
typically.
What do you do for fun outside? Do you grill? Do you
Yeah,
go
yeah, I
camping?
grill a
Do you
bit. I use that
have
charcoal,
conversations with
you know.
squirrels?
Conversations with squirrels. I did actually rescue a dachshund in the backyard yesterday. That was pretty funny. Or, well, last week, not yesterday. Yeah, we have... our fence is rather old, and pretty much anytime a storm blows through, we lose a plank, and we've got to put it back up. And there's a townhouse complex, well, a whole bunch of them, the whole street's pretty much full of them, on the other side of the backyard. And this dachshund keeps getting into our yard from back there. And it comes around with a cat, of all things. Like a cat and a dachshund, they're best friends, they run all over the place. Well, the dachshund somehow got over again. And I started noticing she's running up and down the fence line. I'm like, okay, there's something up here, because the cat's not with her. And yeah. So I go up there and I find out it's a she, because I looked at the tags and all that. And somehow she got through the fence and can't get back. So she's like whining and going up and down the fence line. So I had to go back to the garage, get a hammer, pop open a plank, because none of them were loose, and then like just show her like go through, and she shot through it and ran off back to her house. So, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I do grilling, stuff like that. When I was in New York, I did a bit more, because there's more to do up there. We'd go to the farmers, kind of the local farmers markets, go to a couple of festivals. There's a garlic festival, believe it or not, and I've never been to it. I don't know if I'd want to go. I don't know if I could handle that.
Really? Couldn't handle
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, well, that much garlic. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
so there are a lot of festivals at farmers markets up there. Springtime up at Port Jefferson's really good, so we would go up there every now and then. There's kind of cool sightseeing stuff to do. That's about it.
Very cool. Killer, what do you, I know you go running on a regular basis.
Well, I just started that up. I've only been on the treadmill doing that, so eventually I'm going to
that's right.
migrate outside.
That's right. We had this conversation already about how
Yes.
it's not really a run unless you're actually out in the elements. That's
Outside.
right.
Yeah. So usually what I like to do is, well, I like to go shooting a lot. A lot. Usually I would like to
At
do
forest creatures.
yeah. I wish. No, usually I'll go do some pistol competitions, like maybe once a week at different places locally. Usually that's like an all-day affair. So I hang out with a couple of friends from my dad's workplace. We have a good time. Get to shoot guns, smell the gunpowder, shoot brown targets, which is no, I can't talk about that. That'd be a little bit too racist. I'll move on.
Wow.
True.
I was about to imagine you like snorting
Okay.
the black powder. Just
I'll say this.
I can see that happening too.
This joke has no bearing with RCM whatsoever.
Oh
Not
God.
blame RCM
the
for
comments of
whatever
Killer
this
McCoy
joke.
do not reflect that of RivalCast
All
Media
right,
or the
but-
Thank you, Baron.
Bio,
Bio.
my finger's over the mute button just in case. But go ahead.
Oh,
Go.
okay.
We have a dump button. This is awesome.
Well, it was meant for guests that went off. Yeah. Anyway, but continue.
The joke is, and sometimes most of the people who go shoot were predominantly white. I mean, unless
Well,
we go
you're in
to
Oklahoma. I mean,
We get it.
True.
You're a cracker.
That's
Okay,
we're
continue.
crackers. But
Yeah,
sometimes
what's up,
when we
my
go to the
cracker?
bigger clubs, they have a little bit better diversity and everything. But the joke has always been the targets you're supposed to shoot at are brown, and you're scored how well you shoot at them. Targets that are in black are called barrier targets, and they don't count. And white targets are target. If you shoot them, you're penalized. So the joke is, you shoot at brown people. It doesn't matter if you shoot at black people, and you don't shoot the white people. Yes, I
Are
know.
there a lot of police officers that show up to this training? Maybe
No.
that explains what's been going on in
No.
our country.
we've solved it.
It's because of
Right there.
of shooting range culture and police officers. Problem solved.
They're
You
being
need to-
programmed by society. That's what this is.
I think that they need to rethink their color system for competitions. That's all I'm saying.
I
That's all
kind
I'm
of think
saying.
so. Yes.
It just
I
leaves
don't-
so much to yeah.
I don't know why it was like that. It's how the rules have been for years. I mean, this type of shooting competition we do has been going on since like the early '80s, I think.
I am texting Jesse Jackson.
Oh, fuck.
I'm surprised Mr.
Relax,
hasn't
he's
shown
not
up
gonna
in
take
chat
his.
yet.
I know.
Oh, speaking of
All you gotta
chat.
do is send some money.
Speaking of chat, so our noble leader had popped in when you were talking about, how you hadn't, in real life tasted the blood of your enemies.
Oh, God.
So Varyar writes, "That's why civilization sucks now, Killer. No one drinks from the skulls of their enemies anymore." So thank you for that.
Oh.
noble
He's got a
leader.
point.
He does. No, I like Sam Mason. What do you do if it's a vice president's hunting trip? Considering I'm now going for my nomination for 2012, 2020.
2020.
I am this summer going on a hunting trip
Oh shit.
with my dad and his two brothers down
Don't-
to Alabama.
Time out.
Okay.
Don't-
Will there be buckshot involved?
Don't take your best friend with you because you might mistake him for a
Nope.
grouse.
Nope.
I'm just saying, the precedent has been set. Don't do it.
Well,
That-
no,
I'm
wait
sure that-
though.
yeah.
Let's continue the precedent. If you do happen to hit him square in the face with buckshot, make sure that he apologizes for all the emotional turmoil he's put your family through.
Really?
Very good point.
Really?
Yeah, the only problem with that is I'm going to be taking my baby. I'm going to be taking my scar. So getting shot with that, probably not a good thing.
Especially
Probably not, no.
face.
Not in the face.
Oh God, we would have to channel him back from the dead over the Ouija board to apologize to you and your family.
On Ghost in the Podcast, we have a special political announcement.
Oh my
I-
God.
I think we have our 100th
He-
episode right there.
It's like, hurry up, Ghost. Come on, we don't have all day.
God.
Plead the fifth. What the?
But
Oh my
other
Lord.
than that, we actually have a nice refuge out locally. Wichita Refuge. It's a big thing. And some people go hiking there. I'm thinking about this year. I'm going to go hike some of the trails they have out there. I did that during a college course for a PE credit, and I enjoyed it. It was great. It was a fun time.
See, we used to laugh when I was an undergrad at Penn State because one of the, physical fitness courses that they had was, similar thing where you go hiking on all these trails around Center County. And we would laugh about it because, for those of us who grew up in West Central Pennsylvania, it's all mountains. That's all we did in our spare time was go hiking up and down mountains. Just like, really? You're paying money to take a class to go hiking.
And make moonshine, right?
Yeah.
No, they didn't have moonshine on the class trips. Now, ours, definitely. Moonshine, a little bit of Queen in the background. I mean, it was, and we set shit on fire. I mean, it was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. So, Baron, what sort of things do you like to do outside?
Bonfires are huge.
Mhm.
I love doing those. I do hike as well. I actually love water. So any chance I have to be near water, go swimming, boating, all that stuff, I am all over it. I love being in the water. Used to be when I was younger, and we had a development pool in my neighborhood where I grew up. I would be down there probably 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, easily. And the only times I wouldn't go the other 2 days because I wasn't allowed because I was sunburned. I mean, I was always in the water. For my job, because there's no school, I still have to see the kids I work with at home. So a lot of times I'll pack them up, take them down to the metro parks. We'll go down, we'll throw the football, we'll play some basketball. I'm a huge football nut, so any chance I have to try to play football, I'm all about that. Let's see, what else? We go camping. Go camping every year.
So Sam Miesa summed it up. Baron loves to burn things, then go swimming.
While we're drinking, yes.
Pretty much.
We have to add in the alcohol there, too. Elastic says he likes getting drunk outside with friends. We also do that, too, but usually around big things of fire, because we're smart like that. So.
Hey, you know what? Every time we set things on fire last summer, we made sure to have the garden hose nearby. So, there.
Yeah, except we forgot to turn the water on.
No, that's not true, because it was late at night and we were blasting each other with the
That was a different day.
Calvin sighting! Sorry.
Calvin's up here.
Yeah, I just saw him walk across
And Hobbs
your
is
background.
behind you.
That
Hobbs just
doesn't,
ran behind
okay,
you.
that doesn't count as you having
That's
a
a Hobbs
cat bio.
sighting.
God.
Calvin's screaming at the back door. He wants to go outside. I'm going to try to see if I can get him on the air. Come here, Calvin. Come here.
You see, you hear like, oh, my face!
Yeah, my God.
Oh, I tricked your ass. Come here.
Oh, that poor thing.
I heard that protest.
What the heck
He's
is
trying
that
to get
on?
away.
I want down on the floor.
No. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Calvin. Hello. Hello. Hi, Calvin. Oh, he has stage
Lysa,
fright.
no.
Oh.
He's being shy.
Oh, Lyser.
Holy crap, Lysa.
You have done this to yourself, my friend.
What did he say?
Oh, Baroness wet t-shirt contest.
I'm not even gonna. Oh, there's Hobbs. Hi, Hobbs.
Go on, speak. Say hi to everybody. It's okay.
5-time champion. Anyway.
No, I beat you the one year.
I'm cheeky.
Wow.
It's sadly true he did.
And Calvin just noped out of there.
Yep.
Yeah, he hit out like a fetus.
Nope.
Yep. Well, again, when you're drunk around a campfire with friends and there's water involved, things tend to happen. So.
Things, huh?
Mhm.
Happen.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
wet t-shirt contest in the middle of the woods at night with mostly dudes being the ones partaking in it.
We got nothing to be ashamed of.
Let me guess,
No, you
Baron.
guys
Hey,
were
guys, I'm
very
up here.
proud, and you got
I'm
some
up
of the
here.
fellow campers involved, which I thought was pretty amazing.
We got some phone numbers.
Yeah.
Of course, that guy had multiple phones, and that was kind of creepy. But still, we got phone numbers.
That's true. That's true. Baron has a bunch of redneck friends back where I grew up. It's a little frightening. Just saying that, but it's true. I mean, he gets along well, and it's nice to know that if we ever do get lost in the woods, back there, that they probably won't kill us. Yeah.
I make
Or make
friends
you-
everywhere I go.
Or make you squeal like a pig. No? Maybe?
I can't really go that. I mean,
No?
they like us
Or
enough
is
to
that more
not kill
Georgia?
us. I don't know if they're. Yeah, I got the reference there.
Yeah,
I know. I make friends everywhere I go. So
Yeah.
All right, then.
so there.
That's that.
Indeed. Indeed.
Indeed.
So, next question.
The other question that we wanted to go through tonight, and this is our off-topic question, so I'm going to type it in here in just a second. But, Scott... What?
What?
Nothing.
You break the fourth wall again?
No, I wasn't talking.
He was shushing, and I'm like, what?
No, you said and I went shh.
Oh.
Like shh. Sorry, never mind. Go on.
Moving on.
Anyway, Scott I'm not even going to be able to pronounce his last name now because I'm just tripping over my tongue today. But anyway, Scott from Farfield made an interesting post earlier this week about, springtime coming to the U.S. and how excited he was, springtime in Iowa. And he hashtagged it, of course, tornadoes, because in the Midwest, that's sort of what happens
killer
in
knows.
springtime. You get pretty flowers, you get birds singing, and you get twisters just ripping the living shit out of your hometown. So it happens. So when we were in our pre-show meeting earlier this week, trying to think of, what do we want to talk about this week, what have you, the question came up, since it's springtime now in the United States, if you were to be sucked up in a tornado, a la the Wizard of Oz, and set down in a magical land, a la the Wizard of Oz, what would this land look like? What would be your quest to get back home? And what would be the local Wicked Witch's preferred form of minions? So I'm going to let that sink in for a minute. You've been sucked up by a twister. You've been put down in a magical land. May or may not be midgets involved. I'm just going to leave that one to the imagination. What does it look like? What are you trying to get to at the end of your yellow brick road? And what are the minions of the local Wicked Witch? Baron?
Oh, I get to go
share one with
first?
Chad.
Yes,
That'd be
Ben, you get to
killer.
go first. You're the guest.
All right. What would my weird world look like? That is a difficult question, because I honestly don't know. I know what my quest would be. It would be to seek the chilled six-pack of Christmas ale. That's only going to be cold for a certain amount of time, so I have to get to the center of the maze before it gets to room temperature. The minions would probably be people like Misty, who keep coming out and like, "No, Patriarchy, you're evil, don't touch the beer." And I have to try to overcome them by shaking different things up and spraying it with them, because then they get into wet t-shirts and become like this, those, like hot chicks. They're like, "Yay!" And they're all happy again, so I can run past them on my journey here to get to the center of the maze to get my beer. I would also have to dodge around the giant pillars of Natty Light that will sit there and try to spray their watery ways at me as I dodge around them all sneakily, and I go ahead and I poke them so they go ahead and bleed their horrible, foul-tasting water all over the ground and die slow, horrible deaths as I throw their carcasses on the ground, hop over them Donkey Kong style, and continue running down the different hallways of this maze to get to my wonderful beer in the center. And that would be probably the world I would be in. It would be a gigantic freaking maze with all sorts of different things that would be in the way, and those are just two of the different creatures. But you would also, at one point, when you're almost there in the final round, that final hallway, right before you go down, you can see the spotlight. Oh! And there's this whole six-pack of beer sitting there, and you find out, oh my god, you're doing so well, there's another six-pack of beer. Even the cat is running into the room because he's all excited about this story. And then, once you go ahead and you're running down, you get a bear with chainsaw hands that you get to ride on the way to the end, who goes ahead and will be as your familiar to help you fight the last bitch, which is Ben Affleck and his bitch girlfriend, Matt Damon. And once you kill them both, you then get to celebrate over their bloody corpses by drinking your Christmas ale from their skulls. Thank you, Varyar, for the idea. That is what would be my
I can't even answer it now.
No, there's only one problem. You forgot.
What?
You're walking in the woods. And Shiloh Buff's right here.
And then my leg. It's caught in the bear trap. But that's where the healing properties of Christmas ale come in, as I regrow a brand new foot that is also a half metal, so now I can go ahead and kick in his crotch, which that's much more anger and glee. So there you go, folks. That is my story.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. That was
Why do we make him go first?
Why
again?
do we let guests go first?
Yeah, we
for
always
anything?
let the
Oh my
ultimate,
god!
the person who has the actual answer, and then I'm always just like, I can't top that. I'm
No,
done.
can't top
I'm
that.
out. I don't think I'm even gonna try on this one. I'll just be like, I think the way the Western Falls was just fine.
I'm rather proud. I got all three of you at the same time to go like this, which is what I was going for.
True.
Success. Wait, do we pop up a little achievement for him?
I got a trophy. We could always do the Skyrim. Hoo ha ha! Leveled up. All right, you guys continue. I'm gonna go start trying to pick out what stat I want.
All right.
Beer guzzler. Yes.
That was good. That was good. Baron.
Which
I'll give you that.
constellation is that? Is that gonna be like Orion?
That's the one that
but
looks
it
like
looks
a guy
a
who's got a
can?
bottle over his head like this, and he's just like. So.
That would be pretty amazing.
So that's what was really in Orion's hand.
Exactly. It wasn't a bow. It was a beer.
I can see that more readily, actually. Now that, yeah. All right, so Bio posted up the YouTube video of what his.
God.
No, this is what I chose for killer.
Really? You
During
chose
the
that for
meeting.
killer?
Oh, that's right. So it wasn't what he personally thought of, but when we were discussing this was the magical land that he chose for killer, that had it, and it's creepy because it actually has the Burger King at the end, and both of them missed it. But of course, that was the one thing that my brain picked up on for that brief flash of a second that he was on
It's
screen. I was
triggered
like,
after I
oh
saw
my
that.
god!
Whoa!
Yeah, you guys didn't even realize it until I pointed it out, and then you were like, oh.
No, that just shows where your mind goes, though. I mean, we're looking for the creepy stuff.
Yeah.
No, I don't
Creepy
go
stuff.
looking for the creepy stuff. Okay, the creepy stuff comes looking for me. All right,
I
you
didn't
saw my
choose
tweet
the
this
thug
Wait,
morning.
life. The thug
wait.
life
There's-
chose me.
I
You're saying the
shouldn't-
creepy stuff comes for you, right?
Yeah.
So is that why Baron married you then? The creepy stuff?
He hosts a horror-themed podcast, Killer.
I feel the need
That
to
reminds
explain
me-
my art to you.
He talks about everything that is creepy and goes bump in the night. Oh god, phrasing.
Wow.
I don't even have to try. You do it yourself. God, this is like the easiest job ever.
Low
I know.
hanging fruit.
I just look at your picture on my screen and things just yeah.
Ironically, not the first time anyone told him. When I look at you, it's just
Ah, my legs got in the bear trap.
Sorry, that was revenge from your earlier comment, Killer.
Wow.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Why are you drinking water now? You're supposed to be getting drunk for both of us.
I drank my 2 beers
Why weren't you drinking scotch?
because I wanted a beer.
Then why was there
Good
even
enough
a
reason for me.
question Then?
What are you talking about? Well,
At pre-show,
I
you were
had to
like,
decide
do I
if I
want
wanted
beer, do I
scotch
want
or
scotch?
beer.
And I said, you definitely want scotch. And you're like,
fine. Scotch it is then.
it's Friday night! Woo-woo!
Don't get too far in because I gotta go grab my alcohol and I want to join you.
Okay.
I've had a shitty week and I'm off tomorrow, so.
Woo!
I have
unfortunate,
those
Baron.
glasses.
Awesome. Do you now?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, Baron, that reminds me. I sent you a link to a GOG.com. You may not. I don't know if you saw it or not, because.
I did, but I haven't
Baroness.
clicked on it yet.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, it was. It looked like it may be up your alley because they kind of talk about crappy horror films that only made it in video stores.
So,
I haven't
Uh-oh.
answered.
I think
answered
Killer
my
just
que-
popped the
okay,
leak.
okay.
I haven't answered to the
Just-
question.
I was going to say, since we're actually failing at our own show, we have some in chat that are putting their stuff up too. So before that gets derailed,
Okay.
Killer, tell us your story. And Sam Miesa, I will tell yours in a minute.
I probably, to my detriment, I would probably fall into the land of the fairies from the Dresden Files.
Ooh.
I know.
Good luck,
Yeah.
pal.
I know.
I just finished book 4 too. So
Oh, would you?
we'll talk after. We'll talk.
yeah, we'll
off
talk
air.
after because I want to know. Because I've been rereading them too, so trying to keep. I just started book 4 again.
All right, well, finish your thing.
Okay.
We'll talk later.
Anyway, so yeah, in that land, the fairies. There's the summer court and the winter court, and like your typical fairy tales and stuff like that. But both sides are usually one side, is typically good, and the other one's bad. Well, in this case, both sides in Dresden Files have their good points and their bad points. They're just different kinds of bad. So I'd probably get in the land of the fairy, and my goal would probably be to goal.
You'd be seduced by the fairies, wouldn't you?
No.
Yes.
No, you're
Yes.
right. I would.
Yes.
Because I haven't gotten laid in about 5 years. Yeah, I would. I'd be seduced like that.
Way to bring that up on the show.
You know what?
He said he's in the land of the fairies. That's in the land of the fairies, dude. They flaunt it because they got it. So there you go.
Exactly. I mean,
No,
some of them
I
have
meant
got green hair. So that'd be perfect
the
anime
5-year
girls
thing.
for you there, Bio.
I'm picturing
I
the
meant the
Munchkins
5-year
just being
thing.
very flamboyant and just, yeah. So okay. So wait,
The evil
Okay, what?
minions.
Oh, the evil men. Well,
the,
there'd
your
be
evil
all
minions
these
be?
candidly clad females of various ethnicities. White, black,
Diversity, remember.
brown, Asian, redheads. No, just for you, Baron.
wait, so why?
You know, different,
I like how
I like your
gingers are
different
ethnicity.
ethnicities, like, you
So
know,
confused.
like, you know, black people, white people,
I'm too sober for this
Latinos,
conversation.
redheads. Like,
Start
wait, what?
drinking.
Just
Like, wow.
yeah. Just a
One
little
of
bit.
these things is not like the other.
Oh my.
Oh, that was
That's why I
good.
love hanging out with you guys.
Wow, you gained a level.
Wow.
That was a good one.
What are you gonna put your skill point in?
No, hold on. That's okay. So
Oh no.
so
Okay.
I'm caught on my own cord there. Okay, so since Killer Appreciation Days, actually, you know what? Killer Appreciation Day is reinstated because this has
She's
been
like
an
dangling
entirely
this over his head like
I
the
know.
entire
Extremely-
pre-show.
It's like the sword of Damocles.
Yeah,
Okay,
she was just
let's
like,
bring this closer
"Just
here.
watch
Okay,
out."
we gotta erase a little bit there. We're gonna leave the guns though because surprisingly it took a surprisingly
Wow.
long time to draw these stupid little rifles. You wouldn't think it would be that difficult, but it was. Okay.
Whoa! Those are like the Pansy type rifles. Come on, give me some
You know
military
what,
hardware.
Killer? I'm trying to draw things like on
Hey.
the fly while having political discussions with British web ninjas and getting yelled at about how Skype
I'll
doesn't
have
work.
you know. I'll have you know that rifle won us the war against Hitler. I tell you what, that's an M1 Garand. I tell you.
All right.
Hey, Killer, Lyser would like you to know that he believes your quest would be to fuck all the different races of fairies.
Oh, God.
Oh, that could be bad though, because they're ogres and
And RivalCast Media, who I'm assuming is Varyar, says all of Bio's skill points should go into Asian seduction.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
All right. So, all right. So here's our skill points, guys. I really should have like fatter markers here, but okay. So Baron got on the board first. So he leveled up. What did you level up in?
Oh God, what was it?
Beer consumption.
Yes, beer consumption.
Beer consumption.
I'm now up to an 8-pack.
Wow.
When I max out, I hit keg.
Oh, nice. I was about to say.
8. Okay.
My DLC content's kegerator.
We've got. There's green for Bio. Bio likes green. So Bio. I don't think I can even write his skills on the board because it might be considered questionable. But what? Okay, so he leveled up in.
Asian seduction.
Asian seduction.
Wow.
No,
Well,
there was
Asian
something
seduction.
else.
You're
There was
not denying
something
it.
else.
I am denying.
No, you're not denying.
No, there was something else that he leveled up in. He was helping Baron out, and I don't remember what it was. It's sadly, I think I'm.
Oh! It was his comment. I can't remember what the comment is.
What?
Maybe we should leveled up our memory. That would have
Yeah.
been better.
Oh, you know
Yeah,
what?
We're
'cause
drinking. We're done.
It's been a long week. It's been a.
Drunken mastery.
I don't
that'd
even
be
know
another
what's
skill
going
point.
on here.
So now instead we're going to gain levels.
Woohoo! What am I leveling
So is
up
that going to
in?
be a new complexity in the Ghost in the Podcast points game? Like you level up. And then you have to choose your skills and all that.
I could work with that.
What the crap?
Well, no, diet olive. Holy
What the
crap.
Wow.
I'm going to regret this, but bio equipment ain't mellow if it ain't yellow. Wow.
Wow.
It's pretty bad when even Varyar is going, wow.
I know. Wait, is he going wow because that's fucking awesome, or wow, this is terrible?
I think that's a pretty
That's
universal
terrible.
wow.
Jeez.
Great!
He's
Killer's
leveled
upgrade
up
his
again.
racism card.
102? Oh, come on, leave me at least a 120.
Killer has leveled up in white privilege.
White power!
I could be flying through the galaxy right now, but instead I'm counting points on a whiteboard.
God.
What, do you want to get leveled up in math now?
Plus math.
Oh, I can guarantee that I need that, but I currently do not have that.
Call me.
Wow.
I don't know.
Just make random level up noises as we go along.
Wow.
Yeah, if you want to call this productive. When do you get a +2 to, Baroness? Oh, wait, is it wet t-shirts? That's what it is.
Jeez, Mario.
What's this?
Bio doesn't need to level
wow.
his math. His girlfriend handles that for him.
Wow.
You can say that's
You can
her
say it's
natural skill set.
Wow.
I hope that Highlander's listening to all this and he brings it up during the RivalCast.
Oh, God.
See, Highlander can't level up his communism card because all those would get distributed to everybody else.
Oh,
Baroness, you're silent again.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Hold on, Baroness. You're silent again. I'm gonna
Oh,
reply.
I was gonna play a level up noise, but I can't remember. She went ahead and muted everything in here, so
Well, I
I'm going
kind
to
of
assume
have
she
to.
did. Well, I figured.
Okay.
Plus, it'll probably
so there we
drop
go.
the half-hour audio anyway.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. There's some love going on here. Love at the RCM. There's a little love around the gun because reasons. All right.
So we're loving around
America.
guns, booze, and racism. Yeah, we sound like a white show.
God, this sounds like America.
I don't even
Terrible.
know what happened
absolutely
here.
terrible.
I don't even know what happened.
I'm so
But-
glad Misty's not here right now.
I know, right?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm surprised you aren't getting texts, Baroness, to be
I
like,
really,
shut
I am
down.
too. I'm wondering if
Shut
something
it
happened to her
down.
because I definitely expected her to show up in chat like a half an hour ago when Killer started talking about his gun tournaments. Because
Nothing about
yeah,
this is okay.
I know, right? So. Oh, and Lyserg is actually in chat yelling that we are racist bastards who are all
I'm
going
glad
to hell.
someone took care of
That's
that
beautiful.
because wow.
That's beautiful. All right, so it's 10:37. It is time to wrap up. RivalCast is coming on in about 20 minutes. So, Baron, thank you again for hopping on.
I like how you
Train-
can't even. I like how you
Yeah.
can't even get through the thank you because you were that horrified by how
Yeah,
this is gone.
yeah.
She's not even answered the question.
Which
on
question?
I don't think we can.
The-
an-
the-
You
yeah.
didn't answer the question.
You needed that video bio.
What question?
If you get
I'm
sucked
the
up
last
in a
question.
tornado,
We're-
I'm
we're-
pulling the
you're
George
Oz.
W. I'm
yeah,
gonna
you
look
two
right
never
at you and just
answered.
go,
I want to hear some
"Pass."
answers.
All right, well, okay. As Bio finishes his drink, as well he should. Well, see, when I was thinking about this, when I was growing up, because I grew up in Pennsylvania, there was whenever we went up to Niagara Falls, there was a way.
I'm looking at your Oz.
Wow. You're silent.
You're silent again.
You notice it only happens when I actually start talking? Because the entire time that you guys were going on, yeah, definitely didn't cut out once, and then boom. Anyway, so the way that the drive goes is like it looks like you're driving on a flat plane, but you're actually going up a little bit in elevation. So you don't notice until you get just outside of Buffalo when you crest it, and then the elevation drops a little bit and you can see the city. So it's literally like you're driving along in this nothingness, and then all of a sudden the city is boom right in front of you, like the Emerald City in Oz. Except it's Buffalo, so it's more like, gray and kind of run down a little bit and everything. But that is where my tornado would end up dropping me off. Is I don't have a yellow brick road. I've got a 2-lane highway running through New York, heading to Buffalo, and my quest, my quest is like Dorothy. I just want to go home. I just want to go home. I know. Tear.
She just wants to come home to Baron, and then when she gets home, something will happen, and she'll be like, really? I've been on this whole adventure to come back
God,
with her.
I've been gone for 3 weeks, and you couldn't take the trash out one time? What the
Or
Is
he's
one of
just
the
like,
cats dead? Did you even feed them? While it was going on?
No, see, because I would need a Toto.
she comes home, he's
Oh
like,
my
"What
God, he's
happened?"
You know damn well that Hobbs would be my Toto. You know he would. Where is he? Hobbs. He was here a few minutes ago.
Calvin would have to work on getting some damn courage.
Hobbs would be my Toto. Hobbs would be running up to that wicked witch and like, arf, well, meow, meow.
Arf.
He could say arf if he wanted to, because he's smart like that. He speaks multiple languages, alright?
Wow.
Remember how
Apparently-
I was working on the Rosetta Stone for my German? Yeah, well, he got a Rosetta Stone for dogs, so he can be fluent in multiple languages, because he's just that badass.
Our cat would not speak bitch.
Wow.
That's a
Wow.
specific dialect,
Literally.
okay?
Literally.
Ugh.
Apparently,
Anyway.
Baroness Edge thought your quest would be go to find a Denny's for the bourbon bacon burger.
Oh, that is apparently a good quest.
She already achieved that goal, though.
Yeah, I did already achieve that.
Okay.
Oh, I could put that on my achievements list.
Still don't understand the big thing about Denny's.
All right, Bio.
Plus
What is your
Denny's
Oz?
bourbon.
Japan.
Oh, yeah, he's going to
Pass.
Japan. What was that?
I said pass. I was
Really?
pulling an old George W. move. Remember that
And we're
Saturday
denying
Night
it,
Live
so
thing
answer
with
the
the
fucking
debate
question.
when he was just they'd ask some question, he just looked and went, pass. They're like, Mr. Bush, you can't say pass to a debate question.
Pass.
They thought about it again, still pass. I have no answer whatsoever. I didn't think about this question.
Baroness, I say we enact
have-
a clause 2 of the contract, and we eject Bio from this conversation for the rest of the show.
There we go.
If you think about it, if you remember what our rules were, if a member of the group does not have an answer to the question, we're allowed to craft one for him.
There you go. Yes.
All right. So do you want the minion, or do you want? Oh, I forgot the minion. So the minion for mine would be
Trees. Let's go with trees. I don't know.
tree. Well, yeah, trees are pretty much the only thing you see out there.
Ladies in red hats.
Well, that
The Red Hat
might
Mafia.
work. That might work.
The Red Hat Mafia.
I mean, that's why, like, that one time when I was driving back from Buffalo in a blizzard, and I was seriously considering ejecting my passenger from the passenger
God.
seat, like in the middle of nowhere. I would have. It would have been weeks before the body was found.
Sorely. Back to Bios thing. You know what?
No, don't make me craft one. Cause
No.
I'm
I
just
think we
saying.
got it. I think we got it. He's going to Japan. A stereotype Japan.
I
I
said
think I
that.
could go to
Yes.
Japan.
Okay. See, there you go, Baron.
Japan
We're
doesn't
gonna
interest
go
me
to
all
the
that
magical
much.
land called Asia.
Asia.